Hi guys, Christinablackfeather here again, and box 2 from Japan Crate, and yeah, Wraith is in the video once again, this time only his tail, and this is on our 100-year-old kitchen table here, so it's not the prettiest looking thing, but I love it. And once again, I opened it upside down. Hubby had gotten me this around Mother's Day, and it took this long to ship. You consider it's August now with all the COVID stuff, so it's like I'm pretty excited to see what's in here. We don't know too much about the company. Some of these companies will have the same things from box to box. I know Sophie and Toffee doesn't, and someday I want to get their stuff because they've got resin and molds that you can only find in Japan and stuff, and just really cool. But this is really, really nice too. It looks like it's different stuff this time. Yeah. So they have an eggplant and tofu stir-fry recipe card. I'm gonna have to try that. That's kind of like right up my alley. Eggplant, kind of touchy sometimes, whether I, like it or not. It depends on how it's made. Because eggplant can just be really nasty. So this is the first one out of the box here. Needless to say, I can't read any of this. This one I've actually seen at our Asian market, so this is one that's here. Whoa, sorry. But it is made in Japan. I mean, all of them are. Non-fried noodle shoyu flavor. So it's another ramen. And it's one I haven't tried yet, so that's all right. I'm all for that. This one here, kind of a really dry package. There's a plastic tray inside this one. Crispy salad noodles, it looks like. Yep. Sara udon crispy fried noodles, combined with another number of different dishes, from salads to ramen. So there are 4 on top of salads and stuff like that. That ought to be fun. I like that idea. This one here is Nature Ramen Shio. I'm probably butchering everything I say. Enjoy the taste of shio or salt ramen without the guilt of the heavy version from Kenko Foods. Add vegetables and meats to make it more filling. And they say try with soft-boiled eggs, sliced pork, green onions. So salt flavor. So that's got to be plain noodles with salt then, I guess. Someday we shall see. Oh, this is all liquid in here. This is sesame miso sauce. Atop any noodles. Made with miso, bonito, ground sesame, and more. Of course, I can't read what more is. Boil your choice of noodles. Drain the noodles and transfer to a plate per person, and add the soup sauce on the noodles and just mix it up and enjoy it. That ought to be interesting. That's a lot of sauce in there. That might make 2 things of noodles for me. This ramen is a cold ramen. Hiyashi Chuka Ramen is back for another summer appearance. It's a tasty summertime staple that you have to eat it as much as you can while you can. Chilled noodles and sauce are included. Just add your favorite toppings. Try it with sesame seeds, cucumber, tomato, egg, sliced pork, or chicken. And that one, boil them for 4 minutes, drain the noodles, rinse with cold water, and then add the stuff to them. So that one ought to be fun. Always got to have the hot stuff. It looks like it's got flames on the cover. Yeah. A Japanese mazamen. Super spicy. Non-broth ramen. Enjoy a spicy bowl of mazamen when you're in the mood for heat and spice. At first, the flavor from the sauce starts off sweet, but as you continue to chow down, the spice spreads from the chili peppers. Be sure to have a drink on standby. Can you handle the heat? And try it with green onions or mayonnaise. I bet the mayonnaise is to cool it down. I'd almost guarantee that, because I've had to do something similar with one that I had to add a can of cream of mushroom soup to it just to put it down, get it down, because it was a more expensive ramen, but it was like super duper hot and I didn't want to waste it. So I added cream of mushroom to cool it down so I could eat it. And I still was in tears. Yozu somen, citrus fruit closely resembling a grapefruit and a mandarin. Take your taste buds for a spin with a somen dressed in a light, refreshing yuzu fragrance this summer season. Try it with bonito flakes, egg, and green onions. So a citrus ramen, basically. That looks interesting. There's a lot in this box. Not complaining. This one, cold noodle udon. In the summer, it's common to eat chilled noodles rather than hot dishes. In Japan, chili pepper and crunchy tempura seasoned udon noodles, super easy to make. And just add 520 ml of hot water. Cook for 5 minutes. Strain the noodles. Add the sauce packet and the seasoning on top. Cool. It looks like their extra cooking thing this time was just a single recipe card. That's kind of disappointing. We have one more box coming, and this was kind of, hubby wanted to test this out and see it, you know, what these packages were like, and if they work or they don't, you know. So far, it seems like not a lot as far as things to use in your kitchen, which they advertise that that's one of the things they have. Single recipe card, I'm not so sure. The little spice jar with the chili spice in the last box was okay, but hopefully the next box will have something more than a single recipe card. I'd be really thrilled even if I got, like, you know, metal chopsticks or something, you know, but we'll see. Asahi tofu. Amp up your soups and stew dishes in a jiffy by adding this tofu to the mix. Contains koyadofu, also known as frozen dried tofu, a pantry staple in Japan. It's made of soybeans, coagulants, and baking soda. Needs to be soaked before use. Okay. Well, I happen to like tofu, so that should be fun. I also have miso paste in the fridge and some other stuff, so that ought to be entertaining. So yeah, that's not too bad. Huh. Yeah, they seem to show like different chopsticks and things like that, but I don't know. This was the August 2020 box, so we're going to have a September box too. It just means I'm going to have to experiment cooking with them. I'm interested in trying these. This should be fun. The topping noodles. So yeah, somehow I have to pack all this back in here. I think the sauce ought to be interesting too. I cooked veggies today and I forgot to add that I had used low sodium soy sauce in them. I usually, unless I get it from Leanne Chin or something, I don't use regular soy sauce. I like the lower sodium because then I can control how much seasoning I put in. Kind of my preferred method. Okay, well, let's watch me try to pack this box, maybe. Okay, that there. That there. Hey, wow. I don't know how I managed that. Yeah, so it looks like their extra gift was just plain recipe card this time. But let's see. Chop eggplant into big chunks and soak in water for 30 minutes. Prepare zahi tofu by soaking it in warm water for 10 minutes. In a hot pan with a tablespoon of cooking oil, stir fry onions, garlic, and ginger with the pork until the meat starts cooking and browning. Throw an eggplant and half a cup of water. Add a bit of salt, pepper, and chili flakes to taste. Stir for about 5 more minutes or until the eggplant starts to soften. Okay. Plate to have it over rice, then top with scallions. Cool. We'll have to try that one. Especially, that may be the test recipe for the dried tofu. See how that works out. But there you go, guys. That's Japan Crate, Umai Crate number 2 for August. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll talk to you later. Blessed be everyone.